Hey everyone, Mark and Joey here with our top 10 feature that we've been doing. We're through number 5 now and moving on to the back half of our top sports to watch live or on TV. I do want to mention that the next one is our horse racing show, so we're going to mention a new sponsor there. And our new sponsor is Two Breeds Racing Club, an opportunity to get you involved in thoroughbred and standardbred horses, but without the risk. You invest in the club, you have no more expenses once you've done that. Really cool concept. Head over to ultimatesportschannel.com under our sponsors tab and see what it's all about. Very exciting way to get involved. Exciting to us because we're in the horse racing business. We love horse racing. And but we are talking about watching horse racing, both live and on TV, Joey. So there's good and bad to both of those things, and let's chat about those.
Yeah, so I think I'd start off with live horse racing. And first we'll start with the good part about live horse. I always like to start with the good and the bad, dessert before dinner. And really the good part about live horse racing is, it's open, it's free, it's just go. You know what I mean? It's
free parking, free, don't cost
everything, man. I mean,
places.
It's not in downtown places like the Leaf game or if you're in LA, the LA. It's on the outskirts usually a little bit.
Yeah.
You got a racetrack there, you got free parking. Maybe the odd place might make you pay again, but typically that's free too. You go in, you bring some pop yourselves. You have your kids, they run around this big area. You sit at a picnic table outside in the sunshine and watch some beautiful animals, run some races. Another thing is, new race, guys. There's no blowout and you gotta go home. It's a new race, even if one race is a blowout. Another one coming up. There's gonna be close races, exciting finishes all day long. You usually get about 8 to 10 races. About 10
even 15 at some harness tracks now.
And about, 8 to 14 horses in each race, so it's very, very cool.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And being there live, there's some drawbacks in the fact you're able to watch one race at a time, about 30 minutes to the next race. Doesn't have fast enough for me. You can go inside to the TVs, though. If you're not there with the whole family, you obviously can't take the kids in and out every race. So there's a little bit of that. But they also love the horses. Kids love to be around the horses. Love going to the winner's circle, seeing the picture taken. You used to do it as a kid. You'd go up and ask one of the drivers in the harness racing for their whip, and they toss it to you. It was like the coolest thing that could ever happen to you. So there's a lot of cool things to happen live, but really the drawback is quite often in thoroughbred tracks and even the larger now harness tracks, you can't see the backside. So you feel like you're watching TV anyway, the big screen in the middle, but you get to rush at the finish circle, so finish line. So they can't really replicate it. It's kind of like some of the other sports that are played out in a field that's big, like even soccer or, certainly golf where it's 7,000 yards. The far side is very difficult to watch and know where your horse is that you're cheering for without watching TV. So they've almost make it that you have to watch TV when you're there live anyway to see a good enough show. Kind of plays against the live part. But I do love it. We love it. And like I say, it's a great family atmosphere. Many people worry about the betting side. There's an area where that all takes place. The rest of it's all outside. There's nothing but good people there. Kids have a blast, like I say, watching the horses and that. You get up close to the jockeys. You get up close to the horses. They'll come out and parade on the track right in front of you. So lots of cool things. We always go down, which is a recommendation, is go down where they're starting to race if you get them on your side. Like certain tracks, they start right in front of you. Other tracks are on the far side, not as good. But whenever they're close, man, the start of a race, thoroughbred or standardbred, is very cool.
Yeah, you gotta imagine the kids, how big these animals must look. And they're so cool and strong and powerful animals. They're very cool for kids, and the start's awesome. The effects, the voices, the whipping, everything going into it is very, very cool. And obviously then the finish is great as well. And like I said, you get to pick a horse too. And you talk about betting, there is an area for that. Everything else is pretty family friendly. But you can just pick a horse, for fun, have a little competition.
Well, you did that as kids
with your family.
All the time.
Yeah, I'll come up with ways to pick for them. Maybe pick the coolest name, their favorite color. Something so simple that it's a good afternoon outside in the sunshine. You get to go to cool places too a lot of times. Our favorite is Gulfstream down in Florida. That's really cool. They even have malls around it, casino for the adults. This big walking area for the horse where you can really just watch them kind of chill there.
See our feature at Gulfstream.
Yes.
We do a sports travel show at many of the racetracks. Still trying to get them all uploaded, but Gulfstream is one of our favorites.
Absolutely, 100%. So yeah, it's just really cool, and we really like the sport live for those reasons. Now, like I said, we'll do a quick, tiny part on why it's bad, 30 minutes in between races.
Yeah.
If you are trying to really read a program, they're kind of difficult. It can be a long Now, but you don't have to stay for everything either. That's why we say you can leave.
The other great thing, race every
at any
30
point.
minutes.
You know, unlike a game where you kind of came for the whole game, you can just leave at any point. Kid starts feeling sick, maybe eat too much food, running around too much, whatever. Head home. It's no big deal, which is really, really cool.
And one of the things you just mentioned quickly there, food and drink, you're not paying anything to get in. So there you are. You could eat some food. And unlike going to a hockey game, which we've done before, $100 and some odd a ticket. Then you're eating at unbelievably exorbitant rates. I mean, it's not cheap at the track either, but unbelievable at a hockey game, baseball game, football game, whatever it is. It's unreal what it costs. So here you're getting in for free to start off. So there you can have all the food you want. The kids can have a blast. That's another good thing I like about live racing.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we got to go to TV. And TV, again, still has those breaks, but you can switch if you get a special channel to see multiple
5
tracks.
or 6 races going on.
Now, again, you heard me say it, special channel. So that's maybe the biggest drawback of horse racing on TV is it's actually not on regular TV. When you get your team's basketball game, football game on your ESPNs, your TSNs, your local ABC, NBC, horse racing typically is not on those channels unless it's a big race. So you do have to normally get a specialty channel.
Yeah.
Now, if you are willing to purchase that, you get tons of races.
But they're cheap.
Bunch of tracks.
Specialty channels compared to the other sports. $5 on a multiple TV screen one, and $20 if you want to have all the the super tracks all in one spot. Reasonably compared to an NFL channel, MLB channel, NHL channel. These things cost a lot of money. It's pretty reasonable overall if you enjoy the sport. Great to watch live, as all sports are today, and 4K TVs. I mean, it's unreal. The commentators, again, are such an important part. I really miss them when we go there live. These guys talk about, they know the jockeys, they interview jockeys. They're talking about the horses. They have the whole history of the horse up on the screen. It's a fantastic, and again, kind of like golf. The minute your race is over, switch over to another track and watch that race. It's not like it is live. So love it on TV as well. You can also bet on your laptop, just like you can have many other sports. So it's all there, both TV and live. We have a feeling for both sides, so we really don't have an opinion that it's bad to do either. Although TV does bring
it's
an
only
extra
down
feature.
to 7 because of or 6, sorry, because of you don't really get the local feeling. Maybe it's probably our biggest.
You don't have any team to cheer for.
Everyone in the city knows your New England Patriots and stuff like that. Horse racing isn't quite like that, but we love it for all those great reasons. You get so many races, so many different tracks, these beautiful animals, really, really impressive stuff. And then if you ever want to take it to a new level, go to one of the big races of the Triple Crown.
Oh my God! Any huge
you won't
race.
believe it. You see celebrities there all the time. It's an event, guys, and it's something really, really special. So that's horse racing. Really, really cool. And by the way, been around forever.
Oh, wow. It's the original gambling sport.
It's the sport.
Used to be. It's so sad these days because young people like yourself have not seen the tracks the way they are now because so many people are wagering from home. But we used to have 6,000-7,000 people out at Greenwood Racetrack, Woodbine Racetrack, every night of the week. Not just on a special stake race night, but every night of the week because it was the only thing you could bet. And you couldn't bet on phones. There was no phones. I mean, I know you guys don't know what that's like. There was no phones. There were no laptops. There was nothing. You actually went in and you had this weird thing called cash. And you walked up to a window and you actually placed a wager on your horses. And it was such a different feel. Quite honestly, that's what made live horse racing. One of the things that was great about it was you went up there and you actually made a wager, engaged with a person, and people. There was thousands of people. It was unreal. It was the greatest time in horse racing. But today with so much competition, casinos and everything else, it's been a tough one for the sport. But it's starting to get back. I'm starting to notice bigger crowds, which is fantastic to see. And that's why we love it. Besides the fact it's also a passion of ours, which helps us see the value of going to the racetrack
and year round. So if your baseball team, your NHL team, your NBA team's missing the playoffs, go to your track because that's
no
the
playoffs. They're there every 365 days a year.
No, that's what I meant though. Like if your hockey team is a piece of crap and it's missing the playoffs, go enjoy some real talent. So.
Yeah, and when one racetrack's not racing, another one is.
Yeah.
Even when they have their own seasons, they then split it up, and one track's going, one track's not going, whatever it may be. So anyway, lots of opportunity. We love the sport. Love the coverage. Love being at being there number live, but there is some drawbacks. There's just no doubt about it.
Well, there's no atmosphere like a football game, unfortunately, anymore, unless you want to go to the big race. So they got drawbacks. The atmosphere of football is why
it fits where it does.
Football, basketball, they're ranked high. They don't have cheerleaders out there between races or anything like that. Yeah. So it has some drawbacks. We like to be as positive as much as possible, but there's some drawbacks, of course. That's why it's coming in number 6.
Yeah.
But hopefully a sport that continues to get back to where it once was.
And get out there and enjoy it, and you'll have a good time.